Hey everyone, it is your girl Carla, better known as Coach K. I'm coming to you all today to just talk about my role as a new instructional coach for special education and just basically how the transition has been so far. Overall, I love it. I've been in this position really for just 3 weeks, so I am brand spanking new. It does sort of feel very reminiscent of being a first year teacher again, but somewhat in a leadership role. So it's different because I'm used to knowing exactly what to do, and not that I don't know what my role is as a instructional support coach. However, I'm in a brand new county. Number one. I'm in a brand new position and I'm somewhat in a brand new setting. I've been in the educational field for about 13 years, but the bulk of my experience has been in a middle school setting, and I'm currently stationed at two elementary schools. So I'm learning faculty, staff, the county, just kind of how they do things, and also the elementary curriculum. So it's been a lot. It's been different. I'm haven't been as vocal as I would like to be, but that's just because I'm learning the ropes, and so I want to make sure that in this position I'm doing everything that I can to support teachers in the classroom so that they can impact learning. And in order for me to do that, I have to learn myself. So, so far, so good. I've been able to do a few one-on-one sessions with a few teachers just to see what it is they exactly need support with. I filled, well, not filled out, but actually sent out a few surveys. I've assisted with master scheduling. That's another thing that's been kind of different because the county that I transitioned from, they were still all virtual. In this particular county, they're doing a hybrid model. So teachers are teaching students virtually as well as in person. And that's something that I'm having to learn as I go because I'm just used to having, working with students who are virtual and not having to figure out how to make sure I'm accommodating students that are both virtual as well as in person, and then some that are actually self-paced. So it is brand new. It's been a brand new experience for me, but I do love it. The only negative, and it really doesn't have anything to do with the position per se. It's just given the circumstances surrounding COVID-19. I'm not fully comfortable being in the building. Especially with the numbers going up, I don't personally feel like it is the safest thing, but I understand both sides as being a parent as well as a teacher, because we want to make sure that our students are getting the education that they deserve, and some of that is pretty hard, especially for your younger students, your elementary students. They do need that in person. Intense one-on-one support, and it's kind of hard to get that when you're virtually learning. So I get it. I get both sides to it. But other than that, like I said, that has nothing to really do with my actual position. But that would be my only downside to it. I'm currently stationed at two schools. One is a much smaller school, and then I have a bigger location that I'm stationed at 3 days out of the week, and then the smaller school I'm at 2 days out of the week. And yeah, I'm still kind of setting up my classrooms, or my offices rather. My offices are classrooms. I'm in a position or in schools where there are already support coaches there, but they um, provide support to the general education teachers and just general professional development, classroom management, um, collaboration, um, lesson planning, just things like that, just your basic PLCs and professional development. And I'm working alongside with them just to kind of learn the ropes a little bit, because I will say with those two particular coaches, those coaches at those schools were actually teachers prior to getting their position. They were teachers at the school that they're currently at. So it definitely helps when you already know the staff and faculty, and you already know the system, the school and how things are run. So that's something that I miss about being in my former position as the department chair. I was at a middle school at my previous district, and I served the role as team leader as well as the department chair for over 6 years. And I knew the staff, I knew the special ed department, I knew the entire school like the back of my hand, and also, the middle school curriculum. So it was just a lot easier to be able to lead and support teachers the way they needed to be supported. Even if they could not articulate what exactly they needed, I knew what they needed because I was in their position, so I knew exactly what they needed to know. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's not a lot. I will keep you, updated on the transition and how things are going. Like I said, I've only been in the position for 3 weeks, and it's been an experience. And I'm just looking forward to learning more and perfecting my craft. I really do love what I do. I love being able to help other educators perfect their craft so that they can impact learning in the classroom, because this profession is not for the weak. In order to stay in this profession, you have to love what you do because it is stressful. I mean, that's one of the other reasons why I got into the position, because I understand both sides of being a teacher as well as being in a leadership role at the same time. And so I understand the struggles, the challenges of being a teacher as well as an administrator. And so I want to be able to be that support system, academically, but also just someone to vent to and just say, look, this is what I'm dealing with. And, I'm there to listen and just try to alleviate some of those burdens for you